to lack of oil. This is the remainder of the bearing, of the main bearing, of the big end bearing. And as you can see, even the other one, as you can see there, yeah, it's pretty scorched. And this was my problem. This is where the knocking problem was, and you can see this one is really, really bad. I mean, you can actually see the metal here is almost down to zero, and of course it's scratched the crankshaft there, so that needs to be ground. Got to take the whole crankshaft off, but at the moment I'm just removing the pistons. Use a breaker bar just to loosen them off. And then just a matter of removing the nuts that hold the connecting rod to the piston. And again, very important to make sure, what I always do is to keep put the nuts back exactly where they came from, and that's what I need to do. So when you have a big end main bearing going, it's a big job, because it's not something you can do in isolation. So should come off now. This is the last, as I said, this is the last piston that's going to come out of here. Shouldn't be this hard. Come on. Coming out now, come on. Something's making this stuck there. Okay. So I'm just going to knock you down this way. Set this done. I always put a cloth over here just in case the piston does fall. No, I should. There, and it did. There we are. And that's a piston. Piston's fine. Well, the last video, I was taking out these. I took out these core plugs, putting on a new one today. I've cleaned this area here using a wire brush. So piece of wire, and I'm gonna just clean it. Using this, I'm using carb cleaner. Just make sure that. Just clean that out so it's really degreased, and then I'm putting some RV on the edge here. Absolutely brilliant. Right, I'm just going to put some of this RV around here just to seal it basically, so you don't get any leaks. Not much, just a smear, and then that should go in there like that. I'm going to keep it quite square, and I'm just using a socket with an extension just to bash it in. And it should just sit there. A little bit more. Excellent, that's it. That's one core plug done. I've just got to continue now doing the others. All I've got to do now is to put some lube into the camshaft. There we go. And then I'm going to also lubricate. I want to lubricate the bearings. Lubricate the bearings liberally there. And I'm putting on the camshaft before the crankshaft because I've got access to the bearings where the camshaft rotates. I just think perhaps I should use the other lube for this. It's a little bit too sticky. Make it a lot messier. Okay, right. Okay, right, here we go. This is the first. And put a little bit more lube in here. I really want to make sure this thing is totally covered in this lube. The more the better. So I don't know if you can see, it's really literally covered with lube. Okay, right. So now I'm just going to put it in very carefully. So as you can see, I can put my hand down through the engine here. Oh gosh. Feel this one through. There we go. That's another one. Oops. And one more. It should be in now. Should be able to get it right in there. In. That's the camshaft in. Okay, that's the camshaft in, and now basically I'm going to leave the next bit because that's putting on the crankshaft.